Hello, today I am excited to show off a 2024 Taylor 912 CE Builders Edition. So the 900 series guitars for Taylor is pretty much their top of the line without getting into their presentation series. But just from their standard numbered series, the 900 is the top of the line. The 912, the 12 is for concert body, as opposed to like a 914, which would be grand auditorium. This is a grand concert body, so it's a little bit smaller. Gorgeous guitar. So kind of hard to see from there, but the 900 series has just a lot of really cool features. So the Builder's Edition, this is different. They actually, as far as I know, they don't give you the option to have the non-Builder's Edition 912 anymore. But what the differences are is it's got beveled armrests here for your forearm when you're strumming, and then here for, when you're playing up here, instead of like the sharp 90-degree edge that most guitars have. It's really comfortable. This is one of my favorite sizes of guitars. You might lose a little bit of like the beef that you would get from a bigger guitar, but as far as like an all-around guitar, you could just wrap your body around it. The 900 series has a ton of inlays. You can see them a lot better on this side. They're on both sides, but on this side you can really see all the inlays because of the dark Indian rosewood. Here they kind of blend in a little bit. I'm just going to get a close-up. The craftsmanship is just incredible. It's super smooth from the inlay to the wood transition and around. It's got the ES2 system built in, and yeah, just overall a gorgeous guitar. It's got their V-class bracing system, but I just love the size of it. You can just wrap around it. It's a great couch guitar if you're just sitting there playing, you can just really wrap your body around it. But it's big enough that it has a pretty good sound to it, just for strumming, which I'll play some more in a minute. But it's got these 510 go-to tuners on it, 1:21 ratio. These are great. Taylor guitars will just stay in tune. Like, I just had this on my Tone Traveler for a couple days, and I went to retune it, and it was just already in tune. More than any other kind of top brand, Taylor guitars shine with their playability, and they just stay in tune. So you can almost play like a whole gig on a guitar like this and never have to retune. Where some of my guitars, I love some of my Gibson and Martin guitars that I've had, but it's like you play a song on it and you're like, all right, better check again, better retune. But like the Taylors, they pretty much just stand. And my main guitar, the guitar I've had for the last 20 years that I'll never sell, is a Taylor 412. Much less expensive model than this one, but that one was one when I got when I was like 15. So I've had it almost 25 years, I guess. And so it's just sentimental to me, but it's this same size, and I think it's just a perfect size. It's got all the oomph you need, but just you can really wrap around it. It's great for players who are normally electric players, or for anyone who wants just a smaller body guitar. And I really like the ES2 system. The ES1 system was not good, their first one, but the second one is really good. And what a lot of people don't know about it is it's got these 3 adjustment knobs here, here, and here. Let me see if I can get it close up. Anyway, and so you can adjust those with like a little Allen wrench if you want more treble or less, more mids or more bass. So if you don't like the sound right out of the case, you can adjust those slightly. And then it just has these 3 little adjustments right here. So you've got your bass, your treble, and your volume. So what I usually do when I'm plugging in is I just up the bass a little bit and down the treble a little bit, and that's just about perfect. And then the volume, you could put it however you want it for that amount of noise. But yeah, super cool guitar. Really excited about this one, but I'll play some tunes on it so you can kind of hear what it sounds like, and we'll go from there. Again, that's a Taylor 912 CE Builder's Edition. The other nice thing about Taylors generally is they have really great intonation. So some guitars, you need to retune every time you put the capo up, but I'm just going to do this straight through. So I didn't retune really when I put it on the 7th fret, and that's how it sounded, and I won't retune on the 4th fret, so you can just kind of see. Taylors are pretty nice for, you can kind of plug them in and forget them and just go, and that's one thing I really like about them. All right, let's see what it sounds like with no capo, just as beefy as it can get. Some sacrilegious bluegrass type stuff on a Taylor. It's not great bluegrass. I'm not really a bluegrass player, but All right, there you go. That's a quick little demo of a Taylor 912 CE Builder's Edition. This one's 2024, barely been played. It will certainly open up a ton more than it is now. But it's actually, it doesn't have nearly as bright of a sound as some other Taylors I've played, which I like. You know, the knock on Taylor sometimes is that it's just too trebly, too chimey. This one seems to have a nice deep sound for being brand new. I mean, it's gonna mellow out. Definitely gonna mellow out the more it's played, but like right out of the box, it doesn't have that real piercing, high chimey sound that I'm not a huge fan of. So I really, really like this guitar. It's a great sounding instrument, beautifully made. Anyway, if you have any questions, let me know. Thanks for watching, everyone.